Also just realized that Zion is not in the original recording. I'll put Zion at high A, low S. Yo, what's going on, guys? Stretcher TV here, and today I have this tier list video of the best cards in NBA 2k21 MYTEAM as of this point. Now, I'm sure there are some cards I forgot on this list, and if I did forget anyone, just let me know down below. As I'm doing this video, I might remember some I forgot, but I'm kind of going off of value as well as how good they are. So it's kind of a bit of both. And we will be doing current and next gen in one tier list, so some players might be a little higher or lower depending. Before we get any further, if you guys are new to my channel, if you guys could drop a like and subscription, that would be greatly appreciated. It helps the community, helps my videos out, and it's all greatly appreciated. Alright, so first we have Andrew Bogut. I'm gonna put Andrew at I'm putting him at D tier for now. He's not terrible, decent speed, he can kind of shoot, but doesn't really give you anything all around. You could always change that depending, but he's just kind of there in my opinion, right? I haven't used him on next gen, but from what I've seen on current gen, he is not that great. He's a way too overpriced, and his value brings him down even farther, because his value-wise, he's atrocious, right? Atrocious. Alright, next we have Antoine Jameson. He's a free card, and he's chicken man, so we're gonna put him in B tier. His defense is a little bit suspect, but his offense is so good. It's hard to really put him lower. He might go up, but I doubt it. I think B is a good spot for him. He can still play, he can still shoot the lights off the ball, and on next gen and current gen, that release is fantastic. Next we get Anthony Davis. I think I still gotta go S tier with Anthony, right? There's really only a few centers that are really up here, and it's hard to put Anthony Davis below S. I guess if you wanted, you could argue that he's high A now with all these new cards, but I still gotta put him an S for now. Next we get Bill Russell. When he came out, he was great. Can't really shoot, great speed, good defense, can handle the ball. I think C is a good spot for him, right? He's not anything too crazy. But at the same time, he's definitely serviceable, and he can hold it down. He's just a little bit undersized, and you know, with only a 73 ball, he's not that next level as some of these other centers. Next we get Brandon Roy. I think I'm gonna put Brandon Roy in B tier. Stats and badges wise, he's better than T-Mac. Build wise, he's not better than T-Mac, and I cannot put him in the same tier as T-Mac, and I don't think T-Mac is S, so I can't put Brandon Roy in A. I have to put him in B, because he's not as good as T-Mac. It's simple. But he's free, which brings his value definitely up. Next we get Carmela Anthony. Melo, current gen, he's meh. Next gen, his shot's amazing. He can still play good defense. His value is pretty decent. But at this stage in the game, with all of these small forwards and power forwards that are just a step above, I think B tier is the best for him. Maybe A at the end, but for now, I think B's the best. I can't see C. I think B's probably the best. You know, he has great defensive stats, good jumper on next gen. It's just there's so many cards that kind of are bringing more and more to the table that he's slowly, you know, getting worse and worse. Next with Cedric Maxwell, I'm gonna put him in A. I don't think he's S tier, but elite defense, can curry, can shoot. Doesn't have half range, but his defense I think makes up for it. And he's free. I mean, yeah, you have to grade unlimited for him and go 12-0, but he's free. And for a free Opal, small forward shooting guard, it's hard to say that there's many better than him at his position. He might go B once we see how A shakes out, but for now we'll keep him in A and see where we go from there. Next we get Chris Webber. I'm gonna put Chris in C. He has a great offensive game. Defensively, not the best, and you have to lock in an entire set for him. If you haven't gotten Chris Webber yet, don't get him. Just don't get him. If you have him, you can still use him, but don't get him. I just don't see a reason. Collector reward Dame, D. You had to collect 2,000 cards for him, and objectively this Dame is way better, so D for now. Next we get Danny Granger. He's like 25, 30k. He's not too expensive. I'm gonna put him at C. He still has a great shooter, decent enough defense, good size. Half range though, half flexible and current. Next gen, his shot's chicken. It's hard to say anything lower than C for Danny Granger just because he really still is a very useful card, and for his value, he's very, very nice. Next, we get free David Busher, C tier. Doesn't come with range, so value-wise, you have to badge him up some. Speed's 89, 6'6", isn't the best with that kind of speed, but he has a great jumper. It's Katina Mobley's release on quick, or his base on quick, and badge-wise, he has half clamps, he'll have half Big Dodger. I believe he has half Intimidator. I might be wrong, but just overall, this card just like he is a very, very solid card. I just wish he was a little bit faster and maybe could play the 2 because at the 3 it's 6'6", he can get bullied just a little bit. Next we get David Robertson. S. Was there ever a question? Like, come on, it's David Robertson. The dude's an animal. He's an absolute beast. And honestly, everyone's saying that it's not even particularly close. I don't have him yet, but we'll keep Anthony Davis here, but Anthony might go A, because David Robinson obviously is just the best. DeMarcus Cousins, he's better than Bogut. I think, I feel like I would use him over Bill, but Bill I think is better on defense. I think for now we're going to put Boogie at B, but we could definitely move Boogie down as we go on with this list, right? Boogie could go to C if he needs to. He has his jumper's not the best. His defense is good speed and ball handle. I've never loved Boogie, so maybe I'm just a little biased. I don't know. Next we have D-Rose A. You can put D-Rose in S. I just think that with the way players are playing, might be a little bit undersized. I can put him in S at the end, depending. It just depends, because I think that he's on the same level as some of these other point guards. But for now, let's put him in A, and we'll see where we go. He has a great jumper, good defense. Really, his only issue is he is 6'3". I think that's his only issue, in my opinion. Next, we get Dirk. We're gonna put Dirk in S for now. I know we just have centers up here, but I think Dirk and AD in the same tier. The biggest thing is, are they in the same tier as David Robinson? Maybe as we fill out S, we'll be able to figure out. But Dirk has half range, good defense, great speed, ball handle's decent enough. He can speed boost obviously on current gen. Next, like the only thing that gets me is like they did fix his base, but his jumper's still kind of meh to me. So I can't really put him up here in full confidence. So he might end up going A, depending on where we go with the tier list. Next we get Sabonis, B. I think Sabonis is better offensively, not as good defensively as Boogie, but better offensively definitely. Like his jumper isn't the best. I like it more than Boogie's though, so yeah, that's give or take. You can go back and forth, but half dimer, he can ball handle. And value-wise, I could even put him A honestly, because he's only like 50k, but he is rising, so be careful. But Domantas Sabonis is definitely one of my favorite budget centers. Next we get Don Buse. He's free. He's just like a worse Derrick Rose. Let's put him B for now. I think that's the best place for him, honestly. He is 6'5", but just not as good. Don Ole, same as like Don Ole and Don Buse are pretty similar. Honestly, they both have the same release for the most part. Both have Curry stats. I compared these the other day, and they are super similar. Both can defend, they can finish, they can shoot. Nothing that brings them to the next level. But as far as like free cards, I think you can't go wrong with B. Next, I'm going to go Draymond. I think Draymond's A. I love him. He's a great power forward. He can play center, but just half range. He can handle the ball. Great defense. Floor general. He can pass the ball. His jumper's amazing. I can't say enough about this card. I really can't. Next, we go D-Wade. Season 3 reward. He was great first time, but I think B's the best place to put him, because everyone was arguing whenever Donald came out, Dwayne Wade, and subjectively, I cannot put him, saying he's definitely better and on the level of D-Rose. I can't do it. So I think B's the best. Next we get Evan Fournier. I think we're also going to put him at B. He's solid, but I don't think that he is on this next level. Value-wise, he is free though, but you can't get him anymore, which kind of sucks. But half range, can curry. I think it's half range. Maybe not. He might have gold, but he has half clamps. He can curry. Jumper is good enough. He has good size, decent enough speed. He can hold it down definitely, and seeing Ty and other players use him, he's definitely solid. I just don't know if he's A tier, because if he's A tier, we're comparing him to Cedric Maxwell. I just don't think he's that good. Next we get Fred VanVleet. I'm sorry, Freddie, you're gonna go D for now. You're a great player, but 6'1", I feel like you and Dame can stay down here and just chill, right? Like, I don't want to put you guys in E necessarily, but you might end up in E depending on what we have. But it's just, we'll have to see where we go from here. Then we have Gary Payton. I think Gary goes B. Elite defense, decent jumper. I can't really put him C yet. We have a lot of point guards here, so we might have to start divvying up. Actually, no, because some people preferred Gary over Wade. But are we gonna say they're equal to these two? I think we have to, because Dwayne is still on current gen, is still elite. I think we have to put him at B for now. Now looking here, there's some tier above players. We'll just have to see where we go. It's gonna be difficult as we get more on this list. Let's go real quick with some of these new cards. So we got Dame, Opal Dame. People are saying he's probably a top 10 point guard. I don't want to put him in B because of his badges. So I think I'm gonna do this, and I think I'm gonna put D Rose in S. Only because I can't objectively say that D Rose and Dame are on the same level. I can't. I've seen D Rose play. I've played against D Rose. He has amazing defense, and it's just hard. Like, for his size, he holds up well, and his shot's amazing. He can finish on anyone. It's hard to put him not in S whenever we have Dame in A, because these guys are at B. Next, Jared Wallace, C. Think Danny Granger, but defense instead of offense. I think that's the best comparison. Size is similar, not as good on offense, but way better on defense. So pick your poison between these two. I think these two have similar value as far as whether you want a shooter or a defender. Next, we get Pink Diamond Giannis. I think Pink Diamond Giannis is gonna. Biggest thing is, do I like him at center more than these two? I don't know. I think we might go here. I don't know. Well, no, because Boogie has range and he can shoot. Let's keep him like this. It's getting tough though, it really is. This B tier is getting super crowded, so we're gonna have to fix this soon. Easy S tier Giannis. Now yes, let's go here, because honestly, objectively this Giannis is not that much worse than this Giannis, right? This Giannis just has way better defense. As far as like his interceptor, it makes a difference though, and he has half unpluckable, which I think it's hard to overlook. Half unpluckable and a higher 3-ball. There's not much difference, but there is some. Next we get Hakeem. Objectively, I like Hakeem over Boogie. So I think Hakeem has to go at A, personally. You can put him B if you want. Remember, this is, my opinion, my tier list. You don't have to agree with me, but I like Hakeem at A, especially on next gen. Current gen, maybe not. Next gen, though, he's definitely up there, and Boogie just isn't like that. Well, looking back, DeMarcus does have half steady. We're gonna put him up here at like high B, all right. But I don't know if we can go A yet. But let's just see. All right, next we get Hito. D. I'm sorry, Hito. Like, you're nice, you can Curry slap, but they screwed you up with your jumper, man. It's just hard to green with you. Like, that's just objectively, it's just hard to green. Like, a lot of people, there's a reason you're a buyout. That's all I'm gonna say, man. There's a reason you're a buyout. It's not it. It's not it. I'm sorry. I wish they would have fixed your base. That's all I can say. You can put him higher if you want, if you like the card, but it's hard to say he's not. I mean, maybe we'll put him at C, because honestly, like, he has a niche, so C's okay. Jamal Murray, next gen, he's up here. Current gen, he's right here. So I think we have to do this. We're getting super crowded here, so we're gonna have to divvy up. So I'm going to divvy. Right here and right there. Now I know, I might catch some flack, but Donald and Buse are pretty similar, and we can't have 4 point guards. I don't think these are all 4 equal as far as how they're ran. Now we can change this. But I think right now we have to do this just to kind of keep the tier lists going. Because I don't think these guys are A tier, but we'll see who we get at A and we can go from there. But with Jamal Murray, I think he fits in because next gen he's up here and currently he's down here, so I think right here is good. The biggest thing that's killing me is Dwayne Wade on next gen is not that great. That's what kills me. And Gary, he's good, but a lot of people aren't really using him anymore, just from what I've seen from point guards. James Harden, I guess B. I don't know. I don't love him that much, personally. You can put him A if you want. He has great defense. Well, objectively, I'm gonna put him B. Objectively, I cannot take him over someone like Jamal Murray or Don Buse because he's not that great in my opinion. Jeremy Lin, chill with these three. I think that's the best thing. Honestly, we'll do this. Next gen Jeremy's nice. It sucks putting Dwayne Wade so low, and the biggest thing is these two are so similar. Jamal Murray though, I think this is okay. Jeremy Lin he can shoot. Next gen he's better than current, but he's still great on current. He's not amazing, but the thing is, do people take Jeremy Lin over Dwayne Wade? No, they don't. He has to go here. I think I have to do this. It's tough. It's tough to differentiate these point guards because they're so deep. It really is. Next we get Jimmy Butler. He was good for his time. B, I guess. Like, he can still C. Yeah. Like, he's good, but I don't know, B. He has Hoff Intimidator and he can Curry. He's nice. He really is. I think he's on the I don't think he's as good as Evan. But he's definitely still usable, for sure. Havlicek. It's hard to not say S, because I mean you guys know what Hondo does. Great shot, good defense, and dunk, half range. It's hard to Curry slide. Like, it's hard to quick dribble style. It's hard to argue he's not S on current and next. Current, his shot's super quick. Next, he has the shit dribble style, can still dunk, decent enough defense. It's hard to put him any lower. John Wall. Now here's where we get interesting, because people compare these two a lot, so I can't really put them in separate tiers. So for now, we will put these two up here, and we might shift all these up. Okay, we just have to see. But there are. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this. Dame is right here. I think we're gonna keep it like this, right? Because I don't know if these two are SS tier because we still have Luka, but I definitely think these are very, very good cards. And same with Juan Navarro, amazing base, 6'3" though. Defense is good, but I don't know if it's as good as some other players. I think though he's in this A tier for sure, because he is a very, very cheesy player with that Dwayne Wade base and half range and good defense. Not amazing, but good. Next we get Cat. I gotta put Cat A. I think I'm gonna put Sabonis A too, because people compare these two a lot, and I would take Cat 10 times out of 10 over DeMarcus Cousins, personally. I really would. I would take Cat 10 times out of 10 over DeMarcus. He's crazy on defense, and his hero has half interceptor. It's hard to go wrong. I just realized we don't have anyone in E, so we're gonna have to revise when we get to the end of this. All right, so next, let's go A tier real quick. Luka, and Luka's he's just so elite, and I don't know, people love Magic, so I think Magic has to go up here too, because next gen he is really one of the best. Current gen is still good, but next gen he's amazing. And I can't objectively have 4 point guards, and I would take Luka and Magic over D Rose and John Wall personally. Now you can put these up here if you want. I'm just for the state of this tier list, I have to have these two here and these two here. But you know, like I said, really once you're we gotta go Hito D. I'm sorry, Hito. We gotta go with you at D. Because personally, I would still take these 3 over you. I'm sorry. Actually, let's do this. We might have to do, because these are some of the best cards in the game. And then we will, I don't know, man. I think this is okay for now. I'm okay with this. Next we get Carmelo. I think Carmelo's a solid. He's a good center, good power forward. I think I put him here. He plays good defense. 6'9", so don't play him at the center, but power forward wise, he can definitely hold it down. I enjoy this card a lot, and I think he's definitely good for his value. Like, really, really good for his value. Next gen, current gen, both good. He has Hawk quick first step on current. Next gen, he has normal 2, which, as we know, on next gen is amazing. So it's hard not to put him here. I think we have to put Jamal here, and I think we have to. And no one's really using Jamal anymore, so it's hard because current gen he's still good, but I think I have to do like this, but have them here and have these 3 up here, right? And order them down here, but like these 2 are really close. I'm not gonna lie, they are really close. Kawhi S tier, current gen defensive monster, half quick first step on base. Next gen, half steady, which is half blinders, Curry slide, amazing jumper. Next we get Kenyan Martin, Opal. I'm gonna put him upper B. I really enjoy this card. He has good speed. He's still good. I just don't know if I would take him over some of these other cards up at A. But he's still definitely serviceable for what you need, and definitely a good card. Kermit, arguably badged up S. Like, Kermit's just that dude. Same with Kevin Durant. I mean, they do different things, right? Kevin Durant has a better shot. Well, actually, I don't even know though. Kermit has X in base. It's hard to differentiate these 2. These 2 guys are demons. So we're gonna keep them here for now. Yeah, it's hard. It's really hard. It really is. Next we get Kevin Kale, B. I think he's kind of the same with like a Boogie. Actually, no, because I can't really say he's as good as these guys. So yeah, let's kind of put him like this. They're all kind of the same tier in my opinion. He's definitely serviceable though, definitely, and I think he's better than Boogie. I think he's the best center at B tier for sure. Clay, honestly, value this Clay is down here, but the Diamond Clay is great value. So interchange this with the Diamond Clay, and he'd be like right here. Don't Opal Clay though, no, but Diamond Clay, yes, definitely. Kobe, you were great for your time, but now I just don't really see. I don't really see how good you are. Actually, Butler, go down to C. I'm sorry, Butler. Personally, like these 2 were kind of the same tier, and I think Evan's better. Personally, now this tier list could be wrong and off for some people, but you know, like I said, my opinion. So it's difficult, you know. Lamar Odom B. I know we're getting a lot of B's, but there's so many players that are like right here, but they're not quite at these top 2 levels. I think Lamar Odom is up in this area. Well, yeah, because like defensively he's better, but offensively Jameson's better. So I think these 2 are pretty good as far as where they are on this tier list. I think this is a good spot for them. LeBron, A. He's still one of the best players in the game, but personally I put him in this area. I do think Kevin Durant and Kermit are better than LeBron at this point. Now, next gen his shot is a lot better, so you could put him in S, but I'm gonna keep him in A just because I don't want to overload everything. And personally, I think I would take KD and Kermit over LeBron. Next, Lonzo. Current gen Lonzo's up here. Next gen is like right here, but just his defense and his overall player build, it's hard not to put him somewhere in A. So like, let's put him right here. I think I'd take him over Dame. But I don't think it's as good as these 2 could from offense. Defensively though, he's still amazing. Like I love him on current gen. Current gen, he's amazing. Next gen, not as good, but still amazing. I know, redundant. Malik Sealy, I'm gonna put him right here next to Brandon Roy. And the only reason I do that is because these 2 are still at this tier. Because I think T-Mac goes to A. I don't think T-Mac's at S, but he's definitely top A. He's better than Cedric, probably. But I don't know if he's next level as some of the shooting guards we have now. Next we get Opal MJ, C or B. He's good. He isn't amazing. I would take Malik Sealy over him. I'd probably put him with Evan Fournier. Right. I think that's a good spot for him. Put Harden up here. Fournier right here. MJ right here. This is pretty much Kawhi clone. Right. But I don't know if I can put him in A. We'll see though. Sealy might go A. I really like Sealy. Next we get Dark Matter MJ, and if you got Hero MJ too, I'm gonna put him at A. I don't know if he's S, but he's upper A in my opinion. S tier really is just game-changing cards, and like MJ, I don't know if he breaks the game. You know, he's amazing, but I don't know if he's like you know, I don't know if he's like that. You know, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. E, yeah, slow. He's big, but he's slow. That's all I can say about that really. Next, we get Moses Malone. I would take him over these centers, so A tier all the way for Moses Malone. I think he's better than Giannis. He might be the best center at A tier. He's still definitely an elite center. Him and Jokic. And Jokic you could put S, but I'm gonna keep Jokic here because people really compare these two. I would put these guys like right here. Because I'm talking about like people who people call the best cards in the game, and I think this is probably fair. Yeah, I think this is fair because people really are talking about him being one of the best cards in the game. So I gotta put him up in this area, you know, just personally. Paul George S, another amazing card, and this is why I can't put LeBron up in S because we have these three juggernauts: KD, Giannis, Paul George, and Kermit, badged up Kermit. Peja, he's good. C. He's good. I don't know. Good shot, but that's really all he does. He doesn't really claim too much defense. He's serviceable, but I don't know if he's amazing. And revising, I'm gonna put Carmela down here too, because I think I would take Antoine and Lamar way over Carmelo. He's still good, but I think that upper C is probably better. Wade and Gary are still here. I think Jeremy's right here. I really want to put Wade in B. I just don't know if I can. Ricky Rubio, C. Okay, so after putting Ricky Rubio in C, I think I have to put Dwayne Wade up here with Gary Payton. You can stay in C for now. Ricky Rubio is nice, but he's not. I don't think he's this level quite. He might be. He can Curry. But I don't know. There's something about Dwayne Wade, his block animations. I don't know. I mean, you could take him out of this if you want. But I'm going to keep him there. Next, we get Rudy Tomjanovic. Great shooter, but he's just kind of meh, personally. I think that the new... actually, I just realized he's not on here, but Deadlift Shrimp is just a better Rudy. Deadlift is probably B or A tier for a shooter, so Rudy goes C. But yeah, Deadlift, B or A for sure. Next we get Hero Scotty. I like Scotty with an MJ. I'm gonna put him upper B, up here. You can put Scotty A if you want. I think I'm gonna put him right here. Well, let's look at the shooting guards at A. Just T-Mac. I think we have to though. I feel like he's great. People, I don't know. Next gen he's not as good as current. So I think that's what hurts him, is because he doesn't really have the great behind the back. Shaq, he's big. He can move. Good dunker. Can't shoot. Good defense though. Nish, C. And same with that. Robert Williams. I think these two are kind of go hand in hand. Both can't shoot, but great ball handle, speed, and defense. Now obviously I think that Shaq's better than him. But personally, I don't think I can put Shaq in B tier. Personally. Now, if he's your guy, he can be S, but he's not S for everyone. Same with Robert. Sidney Wicks, B. He's a great power forward. But I don't know if he's up here really with these guys. I think he's more like in this area with Antoine and Lamar. Spencer Haywood, here, B. I think he's kind of like B's super heavy in this era of players, there's really only so many A and S. I think, well, Spencer, I don't know, Spencer might be A. He can really move, the more I think about it. He's really, really good. Badged up, maybe A, maybe high B. And honestly, it's tough, because I want to put these guys at A, because we're kind of getting heavy. I don't know if I can say objectively Carl and Lamar in the same tier. Steph Curry, he can shoot, but objective, like not great defense, and I can't say he's in the same tier as D-Rose. Personally, Steve Nash, same thing, B, good, but 25 interior defense isn't the best. Terry Dishinger or Dishslinger, or the one slightly X-rated version of his name, A. I still think he's a top small forward, and he's not like top, but I still think he's elite at what he does. Curry, good defense, and the more I look at it, I think we have to put these two here. I think these two compare pretty well, personally. People talk about Kermit and Terry being close, but I think Kermit's better badged up, personally. So I think Terry up in this area, Scotty like right here. Then we have Vince. Vince is B. I think he's around this area. Like, he's good, but I don't think he's that next level. He's kind of a niche player. It's just not for me. Wes Unseld, A. Honestly, almost S. Like, he's an elite power forward, good enough on center. A great card. Wilt, great defense, but at this stage in the game, it's hard to say he's a Bill Russell. He's just better Bill Russell, personally. That's about the best I can say. And we will revise at the end of this to try and make it balanced, but right now we're going to put them together. Anthony Edwards, this is another new card. I'm going to put Anthony at C. He's great. I don't know if he's like that next level. And Toby's kind of the same, right? Great shooter, but defense isn't the greatest. So I think these two belong right about here. And then let's do some revisions. So after some revisions, didn't do too many changes, but I took Cat and Demonis and put them top B. A tier, I still have Hakeem down here. I still think Hakeem's better than Cat, but it's close. I think next gen Hakeem's better, Jokic is better, but Cat's still up here. Same as Sabonis, they're both definitely up here. Spencer Haywood's good. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 players in S tier, which isn't too bad. I really wanted to keep S pretty exclusive, and I think I did a decent job at that. But, you know, like I said, you don't have to agree with this tier list. This is just kind of my opinion on players. Let me know in the comments down below what you would change, who I forgot. And, you know, this is a discussion. I am not by any means the end-all be-all of tier lists at all. But I just wanted to give my opinion on players, and just kind of let you guys know where I stand on the way these work. If you guys haven't yet and you're new to this channel, if you could leave a like and subscribe, comment down below your thoughts, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.